Since Egghead, 95% of the chapters have been amazing, and this one is no exception. We saw the giant children sleepwalking, and at the school, the children's worst fears came to life. Before we continue with other interesting details of this chapter, I want to talk about the Fear Devil Fruit. This ability is going to be one of the most fun and interesting parts of this arc. From Oda's SBS, we know a lot of things about the Straw Hats, such as their favorite foods, the nationalities they would have in real life, their associated colors, their visual appearance at ages 20 and 40, and so on. But we still don't know what the Mugiwaras fear. From what we've seen so far, this ability manifests as people or monsters, not abstract concepts like losing dear friends, for example. This means there's a big chance we'll see what the Straw Hats fear the most. However, this ability might not work on top-tier characters like Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, maybe even Jinbei, as their haki might cancel it out. During Law vs. Blackbeard, we saw that with stronger haki, Law managed to negate Doc Q's Devil Fruit, but that likely won't be the case for other Straw Hats. We can even predict some of their fears. Nami's biggest fear is most likely Arlong. Yes, she's probably stronger than Arlong now, but unconsciously she might still fear him. The same goes for Robin. She probably fears Spandam, Lucci, or other CP9 agents from O'Hara. But this is not even the most interesting part. I believe the reason Oda gave the Holy Knights this power is Usopp. As we know, Usopp wants to become a brave warrior, and there is no better place for him to confront his fears than Elbaph, an arc full of brave warriors. We have already seen that drunk Usopp is really brave. He slapped the sword stuck in Jarul's head and told Dory to shut up. Sober Usopp would never do that, but this is just the first step. I believe there are two possible directions this plotline might take. One, we will see what Usopp actually fears the most, and in the end he will manage to overcome his own fears. Or two, this ability will fail on Usopp. Oda might play it as a joke. Drunk Usopp might not fear anything. Also, he has mentioned multiple times that illusions don't work on him. There's a huge chance that this ability won't work either, and he and the other Straw Hats will realize that drunk Usopp is his strongest form. If we add bravery to Usopp's existing skills, observation haki, and amazing sniping abilities, he'll become a formidable crewmate. Of course, this would be like fake bravery, and it wouldn't mean that Usopp achieves his dream so soon. But at the very least, he will experience what true bravery feels like. Fake it till you make it. So by the time One Piece ends, he will have learned how to overcome his fears even without alcohol. I think Oda will now continue the story with two parallel plot lines. The Underworld, where Loki faces Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, and Hyruden, and the Sun World, where we saw the Holy Knights on their mission to capture the children. The countdown has begun. I find this really cool because now the weaker Straw Hats, led by Jinbei, can shine against the Holy Knights. They can prove that they live up to their reputation as a Yonko crew. Of course, the Giants will help as well, but I hope this will be Usopp's moment to shine. While the showdown in the Sun World will revolve around the Holy Knights, in the Underworld, Loki will soon be completely free, and then the battle against Luffy and the others will begin. I say this confidently because I don't see why Oda would make Loki escape if you were just going to capture him again 2 chapters later, so both plotlines sound very promising. I can't even remember the last time the monster trio was separated from the rest of the crew for this long. Also, Loki has already struck the treasure tree atom with Ragnar. A lightning bolt fell from the sky and hit the same spot on the tree where Loki used his weapon. We just saw a glimpse of his powers. I think Loki will reveal his devil fruit after realizing that his lightning attacks don't work on Luffy. Loki also mentioned something interesting. If you want to save Elbaph, release me. At first I thought he meant that he would destroy Elbaph even in his current state, meaning he was blackmailing them. But no. If he really wanted to destroy Elbaph, he could have done so even before getting captured. Even now, he wouldn't need to threaten anyone. He could just burn the Atom Tree. This means Loki knows that the Holy Knights are still on Elbaph, and that they have some kind of plan. Deep down, he actually wants to save Elbaph because he is kind-hearted beneath the surface, and Luffy knows it. Speaking of Luffy, we found out that the thing Gunko fears the most is Nika. Corazon, a celestial dragon, once told Law that children in their homeland were taught that if they misbehaved, a member of the D-clan would come to consume them. This is basically programming them from a young age to view these people as the boogeyman, just like how Gunko fears Nika. But at the same time, wouldn't it be in Imu's best interest to keep knowledge of Nika hidden from the Holy Knights? I understand why the celestial dragons are conditioned to hate the D-clan, but informing them about Nika makes no sense. Gunko knowing about Nika might be another clue that she is different from the rest of the group. Also, this is quite fitting since Gunko's name means war drum. Oda loves using thematic ironies like this. Gunko is literally named after the thing she fears the most, the sound of Nika's drums. Gunko saw Loki and acknowledged his strength as a good candidate for the Holy Knights, yet her biggest fear is Nika, not Loki. Gaban gave the key to Luffy after seeing him in Gear 5. These two details make me think that Luffy is already stronger than Loki in Gear 5. The Nika hype is insane because Loki is one of the most powerful characters in the series. Even in this chapter we saw a glimpse of his power. The huge mountains looked puny compared to Loki's attack. The fact that he does this so casually is incredible. Loki has unbelievable destructive power. I also think that Gunko will play a major role in this arc and will be an important character in terms of the plot. In previous videos I have already talked about her unique appearance and title, and now we've learned about her biggest fear. Why is this information being revealed now? Oda is setting up details for her backstory, and I believe it will uncover many secrets about the Holy Knights, Marie-Joie, possibly even the Revolutionary Army. Something I find interesting is that the children's fears are becoming real. Loki is being freed, and Nika is here. I wonder if the clue about the fear of dragons suggests that an actual dragon will appear. Could it be that Monkey D. Dragon will finally show the Holy Knights why they should fear him as well? We also saw a giant skeleton soldier, which could be Brook, or a new character that will meet in the future. Additionally, there was a giant wolf, possibly Fenrir. Could this wolf be Loki's transformed self? You probably already know the theories about Loki having a Fenrir Zoan devil fruit, so either Oda has revealed both of Loki's forms as monsters, or Loki has a different devil fruit, and the true Fenrir user will be revealed later. However, the most feared things in the world of these children are mainly figures from Norse mythology: Loki, Fenrir, the sun god. This panel may actually depict Ragnarok. The children say that it won't be Loki who destroys the world, but Nika. After all, Nika is the actual sun god. Luffy will destroy the Red Line and bring an end to the Third War. Nika embodies liberation through destruction. He will destroy the current world to create a free world. Luffy will put an end to the eternal struggle of the sun god. Unlike Nika and Joy Boy, he will set the world free. This was also foreshadowed by Shiarly, who predicted that Luffy would destroy Fishman Island, most likely when he destroys the Red Line, bringing down the current world order. In this chapter, Summers said a phrase about love which parallels Scopper Gaban and Sanji. In the recent arcs, we have seen many moments where Sanji mentioned love. I believe Saint Summers will be Sanji's opponent in this arc, and they might even have an interesting connection plot-wise. Many theories suggest that Sanji would fight Jupiter, mostly because of their similar appearances. However, Summers gives off a similar vibe. Summers cares about food and is concerned about the celestial dragons starving, which is similar to Sanji's values. In fact, I'm sure that even Sanji would feed them despite who they are because of his morals. Additionally, Summer seems a bit silly and made Gunko uncomfortable by being half naked, similar to how Sanji's interactions with women often play out. We have a break next week, but after that, I'm sure Oda will come back with something even more hype. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you want to know more about the powers of the Holy Knights, check out this video right here. Thanks for watching. Bye.